Hello everyone, welcome back. So in today's lecture, we are going to study how to delete by value. By value means per se we have three nodes in our linked list. A node, B node, C node. Okay, I want to delete B node, either C node or A node. So I am saying that I want to delete a node containing a certain value. So this is what I mean by delete by value. Okay, so let's first create another function called delete by value. So here we need a value, a data from the user, correct? Through which we will know that, okay, I want to delete this particular node. So user will pass an argument, right? So let us just take it as val, right? Now again, we will again check the first thing. What if the self.head is empty? What do we mean by self.head is empty? That means there is no node. Correct. There is no node in the linked list. Self.head is the entry point. Right. If there is no node, if there is no reference in self.head and self.head is pointing to none, that means our linked list is empty. And there we cannot delete anything, right? So we will simply print linked list is empty. Correct. Now, what if it's not empty? That means we have the scope to delete by value. Right? Now, let's complete this linked list. First, let's take A's reference as 100, B as 101, C as 102. A is pointing to B, so A will store the reference of B. B is pointing to C, so B will store the reference of C. Since C don't have any following nodes, so it will point to none. Okay, now what is the entry point in our linked list? It's the A node, right? So, and where do we store the entry point? In self.head. So, self.head will be storing 100, correct? So, our linked list is empty. Now, let's say I want to delete B node. Okay, I want to delete B node. So, what do we want here? I want A node is storing the reference of B node. But since I want to delete the B node, I want A node to store directly the reference of C node, right? So our linked list currently looks like this, but I want it to look like this. So I want my A node to point to C node instead of B node. So the B node will automatically get deleted, right? So here also I want to stop my pointer at this point. Okay, I want my pointer to stop at A node so that I have access to this field and I can replace this field with the reference of C node. Okay, so I want my pointer to stop at the node before the node which I want to delete. That means I want to delete B node. So I want to stop my pointer to in the previous node. Let's take another example. What if I want to delete C node? Okay, I want to delete C node. So now I want my pointer to stop at B node. Okay, I want my pointer to stop at B node. So whichever node I want to delete, I want to stop my pointer in the previous node. Okay, so this is clear, right? In the previous video, we have studied how to stop our pointer in the previous node. Okay, so if you want, you can go and watch this for the better explanation. So let's just take curve is equals to self dot head. So this is how we traverse. Right. Now I want to check. How will I check? How will I check? Okay, so the next node is the node which I want to delete. Right. First while curve. Why I am taking while curve. I'll explain you that also. but in a brief way. If you want to understand it more, you can watch my previous video. I have done a complete dry run over this particular part, over this just while curve. I have done a whole dry run. So you can go and watch it. Thank you. Now again coming to this while curve, and now I want to check while curve dot next dot data not is equals to val. Cur is equals to cur dot next. Okay. Now let's just check. Hmm. Now what am I doing here? Okay. Now let's just check. I want to delete B node. Okay. I want to delete B node. I am just explaining the second part. Cur dot next dot data for now. Okay. So what is my cur pointing to? My curve is currently pointing to 100. That means it is currently, hmm. So now my curve is currently pointing to A node, right? My curve is currently pointing to A node. This is where I am. So now I am checking curve dot next, right? Curve, this is the next field dot next. Let me write it here. Curve dot next dot data. Right. So I am saying cur dot next, that means 101. That means the value of cur dot next here is 101. I'm checking 101 dot data. What is 101? It is B, right? So 101 dot data. This B is not is equals to val, but it is, right? But it is. Val is A. A val is B. I want to delete B node. So user has passed here, but it is correct. So this while loop is not going to run, and I will come out of the, I will not go inside the loop, and I'll come just after. So my pointer is pointing to A node only. Right, so my pointer is here only. Now what I will do, I want this to point to C instead of B, right? So here my curve dot next should point to curve dot next dot next. Now what am I doing here? Let's check again. Okay, curve dot next. This field I am updating this field. I am saying, please point to cur.next, which is 101 dot next. 101 dot next. What it is pointing to? 102. So I am saying cur.next. Please store 102 instead of 101. So now A is pointing to C instead of B. Correct. So this task is done. Now let's again do one more dry run so that it becomes very clear to you what I have done. Okay, now what if I want to delete C node? Okay, what if I want to delete C node? Let's take another example. I want to delete C node. Now again my curve is pointing to 100. That means my curve is here. Again I am checking while curve. Yes, curve is there. Curve is not empty, right? And curve dot next. That means curve dot next. Right? 101. Let me write it down here for better understanding. Curve dot next, which is 101. So this is 101 dot data. So 101 dot data. This is the one. Is it is equals to val? No, my val is C now. I want to delete the C. No, it is not is equals to val. So that means I can go inside the loop and I can run the loop, right? So if it is all true, the conditions are true, I can go inside. Now cur is equals to cur dot next. That means now I am updating the value of cur, Right, I am saying cur is equals to cur dot next. What is the value of cur? 100. I am saying please update yourself cur dot next. And now the cur value is 101. So now the cur value is 101. So that means now my pointer is pointing to this node, right? Now again I'll go, I'm still inside the while loop. Now again I'll go and check the conditions. While cur, yes, cur is there, right? I'm still inside the loop. Cur is there, cur value is 101, so I'm still inside, right? Now I am checking cur dot next dot data, okay? Cur dot next dot data. This is cur dot next means this field 102. So that means here 102 dot data. 102 dot data. Yes, it is equals to val, right? So that means now we have to come out of the loop. And now where is our cur pointing to? This second node itself, right? That is what we wanted. We always wanted our pointer to come out of the loop as soon as we have reached the previous node of the node which we want to delete. Right. So now again, once we reached this previous node, B node, we have come out of the loop. Now again, what we are saying, cur dot next is equals to cur dot next dot next. So our cur is pointing to 101, right? So I am saying cur dot next. That means I'm talking about cur. This is cur right now. Dot next, I'm talking about this field. I'm updating this field for cur dot next means cur dot next, which is 102 dot next. Now what is stored in cur dot next field? It is none. So now I'm updating it to none. So now B is storing none, right? So the C's reference is gone, right? So we are handling it. Okay. So this is how delete by value works. Okay. Now, why I am saying while curve in the starting is what if the user said I want to delete D node and there is no D node? Then what we will do? Why we have to check. There will be no cur dot next, there will be no next dot data. Right. So once there is no cur is none, we want to come out of the loop. That is why we are checking. Okay. So now here are some test cases which you can think about. You can handle them because we have already done delete by begin, delete at end. Okay, so you can handle those test cases. You can check whether it is first node, last node is getting handled by this. You can check whether it is getting handled the first node or not. And if not, you can either call that delete at begin function or just handle it here only. Okay. So let's just check. I'll delete all these things. I'll delete all these things and will show you how our linked list looks like and how our linked list is going to look after we delete the node by value. Okay. Hmm. So now deletion by value begins. Okay. Now I want to delete by value. I want to delete B. Okay, now let's just check how it runs. It's giving by error. Wait, let me see. Delete by value. Is it right? It's not val, it's value. Okay. See, it is deleting, right? Now, what if I want to delete C? Let's see if it deletes C or not. It is deleting, right? So that's it for this video, guys. If you like it, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.